Let me tell you something, most men will go their whole lives never understanding. Not because they're stupid, not because they're not trying, but because the truth about how women fall in love isn't obvious. It's quiet, subtle, and it has nothing to do with what most dating advice tells you. It's not about flowers. It's not about the right words. It's not even about how much effort you put in. It's about how she feels when she's around you. That's it. That's the whole key, because a woman doesn't fall in love with logic. She doesn't fall in love with your checklist. She falls in love with the emotional experience she has in your presence, not instantly, not dramatically, but slowly, quietly, over time, without even realizing it's happening. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how that happens step by step. Not fairy tale love, not pickup tricks, but real emotional psychology, the kind that turns connection into deep romantic attachment. Let's begin. The brutal starting point. 0. Here's something most guys don't realize. The first time you talk to her, her attraction for you is at 0. Not low. 0? That spark you thought you saw in her eyes? That was curiosity at best. From that point, your job isn't to impress. Your job is to create feeling. To let her experience something different when she's around you. That process follows 2 pillars, time and investment. Pillar 1, time. She's brisket. You're ramen. Think of it like this. You're instant ramen ready in 2 minutes. She's slow-cooked brisket, tender, flavorful, but it takes time. Most men fall fast. They chase. They rush. They smother her with attention because they're emotionally hungry. But a woman? She simmers. She needs to feel her way into love. And that means your most powerful tool in the early stages is patience. So here's a rule to burn into your brain. You are ramen. She is brisket. Let it cook. If she talks today, great. If she doesn't for a week, still great. Your energy must stay grounded either way. That calm, that patience, that's rare, and women fall for rare. Pillar 2, investment. She values what she earns. Here's where most guys completely miss the mark. They give too much, too fast, more attention, more compliments, more effort, but people don't value what's handed to them. They value what they invest in. If she's giving you time, thoughts, emotions, now she starts to care. That's when feelings start to grow, not from what you gave her, but from what she gave you. So how do you create investment? There are 3 powerful forms: compliance, rumination, and time. 1. Compliance. Small yeses build big bonds. Every small yes she gives is a step toward emotional attachment. But you have to start small compliance requests, like, hey, could you grab that for me? Or want to meet up around 4. Low pressure, easy. These build rhythm and trust. Then, as comfort grows, shift into compliance demands. Give me that. We're meeting at 4, not rude, not forceful. Just leading. And finally, when the bond is strong, you move into taking compliance. You don't ask, you guide. Hold her hand and say, come, pull her closer. Lead with presence, but don't rush this. This only works if the foundation is there. Otherwise, it feels forced. 2. Rumination. When she thinks about you without trying, this is when she thinks about you when you're not even there. And this is where real desire is born. Here's how you trigger it. Assign her small tasks. Pick the dessert. Find a good spot for next week. She thinks about you while doing it. Create mystery. Don't over-explain. Don't overshare. Let her wonder what you're thinking. Create emotional contrast. Stir her emotions: light frustration, deep curiosity, but only if you know how to balance it with emotional safety. Rumination is when she starts craving you, even when she can't explain why. 3. Time. The gravity of presence. Yes, time is essential, but not just any time. Time doing things for you. Time thinking about you. Time following your lead. That's what creates emotional gravity, the feeling of being drawn into someone's world without even meaning to. The hidden triggers of female desire. Let's go deeper. Because it's not just about the technical structure, it's about how you show up. 1. She falls for how you handle her silence when she pulls back. Most men panic. But if you stay grounded, calm, and unbothered, she feels safe, not controlled, not chased. Just seen without pressure. 2. She falls for how you handle her storms. She doesn't need you to fix her emotions. She needs you to hold steady. Let her cry, let her doubt, let her rage, and just be still, that calm. That non-reactive presence, that's love to her. 3. She falls for a man who protects his energy. Don't over-explain, don't chase. Don't give your attention to everyone. That quiet self-respect, that's emotional sovereignty. It magnetizes her. 4. She falls for how she feels in her imperfections around you. Some days she be off, not polished, not perfect. If you can sit beside her anyway and see her clearly without trying to change her, that's when she trusts you. 5. She falls for quiet leadership. You don't control. You lead with intention. You make decisions. You invite her in, but you're already moving. That masculine direction gives her space to soften. 6. She falls for the man who doesn't force connection. You're not rushing intimacy. You're not digging into trauma too soon. You're just present, calm, curious, patient. And that patience makes her feel safe. 7. She falls for the life you're building without her. You're not waiting to be chosen. You're already moving, already building, already whole. And that fullness makes her want to be part of your story. 8. She falls for your emotional gravity. You're not unavailable. You're uncheckable. And the more chaos she brings, the more she tests and the more she sees. You don't bend, you don't break. You hold steady, and that's when desire turns to attachment. Final thought. It's not about what you say. You really want to know how a woman falls in love? Stop focusing on your words. Start focusing on your energy, your presence, your patience. Your direction. Be the man who doesn't chase a doesn't flinch, doesn't need to be chosen, and builds a life so grounded that real love can't help but find him. If this resonated, comment emotional gravity below. Let me know who's still watching till the end. And if you want more depth, more structure, more breakdowns like this, there's a full course where we dive deeper into all of it. This was Dream Mindset, and I'll see you in the next one.